Welcome back, my lovely people. It is hot as balls in this gym today. But we've got a bench and arms day. I'm really excited for it. At least I think it's bench and arms. I just got a new program because guess what? Today marks day 1 of prep. I did run my 5K race this morning, so now I gotta start fucking locking in. Technically, I'm counting tomorrow as day 1, but I'm on new programming. It's time to lock the fuck in. Yeah, we do got chest and arms, and I do get to bench a little bit, so I'm excited for it. So it's gonna be a good workout. I'm excited to take you guys through it. I'm just doing a little bit of foam rolling everywhere, especially my glutes, because I ran a 5K this morning as my way to finish off the hybrid training I've been doing. So I was running 3 days a week and training to do like a quick 5K, and I did it in 27:36, which was a 4-minute shave off. I decided not to train any kind of legs that week, and I got to run without heavy legs for the first time in the 2 months I've been doing this, and I was like, wow, this is so great. I started running so quick, and then I got freaking gassed. I hit the hardest wall at like 2 minutes. So my first mile was like an 8:15 pace, and then my third mile was, I think, like a 9-minute pace. Like, it was a rough burnout at the end, but it didn't really matter to me because I got my fastest time. The adrenaline rush of like the start of a race just makes you go so quick, but again, that was a humbling wall that I hit. So that was this morning. Now we've got bench and arms. It's gonna be a good workout. Foam roll and T-spine. I'm gonna do a little bit of my lat, and then I'm just gonna get on it today. I'm gonna start off slow, warm myself up with bench, and then get some heavy sets today, so I'm looking forward to it. Also, I'm here at like 8 p.m. at night, and I have to wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. The pre-workout I'm using is non-stim. I highly recommend this if you don't like the tingles or you struggle with staying up with caffeine at night, because normal pre-workout has like 200 to 250 milligrams of caffeine or more, and beta-alanine, which some people don't like that tingle sensation, or at least me for bed. Before bed, I don't like any kind of stimulants. This is pretty much just vasodilators. So nitric oxide, vasodilator, increases blood flow. When you're getting those reps in, it's just helping deliver oxygen and all of that comes with a pump to really create that full effect, right? You're having blood pump at a faster rate, you're gonna have a nicer pump. So tell MUSCLEMAMI to save 20%. Okay, so I got 4 by 6 to 8 bench press with 3-second negative. So I've done this before. I am gonna go with 135 for my first set and then jump to 145 based on how that feels with the eccentric. I might stick at 145. I might try to get a little higher than that. I don't know, depends on how I'm feeling today. So. So this is set number 2. We've got 145 on the bar. Should be a pretty solid set. I'm feeling pretty good. Just finished my pre-workout, so now I'm like in the zone. So aiming for 6 reps here. So that was a little bit harder than I was expecting. I'm gonna stick at 145 for this next one, and then probably for the last one as well. If not, I might drop down depending on how set number 3 looks. But that was humbling, wow. Okay, this is set number 3. I'm also on my period. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like shit. Like I'm getting some rough cramps right now. Women things, but I'm aiming for 6 reps here, so we'll see how it goes. I am feeling strong today. That's the one thing, like sometimes I feel weaker when it's like that part of my cycle, like in terms of period. Sometimes I do feel lower in strength when it comes to being on my period, but I feel like sometimes it's a lot of mental as well. Like if I didn't sleep as well the night before, then I'm gonna go into it with already just fatigue in my body. So making sure I'm rested, hydrated, eating throughout the day, and just kind of timing things, it does make me feel better in terms of strength when I do get to the gym. Like this is end of the day for me, and I'm still hitting some heavy weights. So I mean, from an overall fueling standpoint, I feel like that's a good sign. So anyway, this is set number 3. I'll show you that here next. That was painful. to say the least. I'm gonna get one more set of this. I am gonna try to stick at 145, gonna be a push. I'm gonna take my 2 to 3 minute rest here, so hopefully I'll get at least 5 reps out of the next set. All right, this right here is set number 4. I'm aiming for at least 5 reps. If I can get 6, I'm gonna feel really happy. So we'll see how this next set goes. For no spotter, yeah, that's definitely all I got. We're ending at the 4 there. I'm gonna move on to my next exercise and I'll show you what I got here next. Okay, so next one here is going to be a single arm chest fly, 8 to 10 per side. I've already done 2 sets with 10 per side, so probably gonna be the same for this one. So it's kind of nice getting that mind muscle connection with a movement like this because you're focusing on one pec at a time. So you'll see, like, I like putting my hand there because it kind of helps me with activation. So then when I come into my incline press next, I'm really gonna have proper activation of like my upper chest. Like my lower chest right now feels fucking fried. So I'll show you this last set and then I'll show you my next exercise after this one. So next up here is an incline dumbbell hex press. So this is a new exercise for me, definitely feels funny. I wish I could lift the 30s, which are like the actual hexagon shaped dumbbells, so that I could hit this and keep my dumbbells closer together. But you'll see I kind of have like a weird under-over going on to keep the dumbbells together. And anyway, it's like really hitting the middle of my chest in particular. So after all the work I've done between benching and single arm cable flies, it's definitely a good pump. So here we go. So I'm gonna switch which one goes under and over for the next 6. That's it on that one. I am gonna try the hexagon ones at 30 on the next one and get in what I can, just because it feels so much more stable. Like I hated that, especially got a little pinch on my pinky. So we'll see what I can get in on that, and then I'll just strap set from there. But I'm just showing you that one today. I'll show you my next exercise after this. Okay, so this is set number 2 of easy bar curls with a 2-second hold at the top. So yeah, aiming for 12 reps here. So just got 10 on the first and second set. Probably just gonna aim for 10 on the last set. It might be wise of me to drop down. I kind of want to watch my set on the camera, see if it was as bad as it felt, because it just was a good push. But more likely than not, gonna stick with same weight. Okay, I'm switching angles and showing you set number 3 because I noticed my camera kept going in and out of focus, so I'm iffy on whether I'm gonna include that clip. But yeah, aiming for 10 reps here, getting in what I can, 2-second hold at the top, then I'll show you my next exercise. Oh my God. All right, I'll show you my next exercise here. Okay, so this right here is single arm crossbody curls. So we're kind of pulling it across our body, kind of like a hammer curl, but instead I'm kind of holding it up like this. So it's really working that peak of the bicep. So just trying to be slow and controlled, make sure I feel activation, get a good pump with it. This is set number 3, so you're already gonna see I'm pretty dead by now. And then we move on to triceps for the day. And I'll show you the other side. Definitely feeling a good pump, especially with being slow and controlled. Not necessarily a big strength focus. It's definitely a new movement, and I really like how it feels. Especially if you've been watching my videos, I've really struggled with elbow tendonitis, so I actually really enjoy this variation. It feels a lot less on my elbow than I normally experience for a lot of bicep movements. So I'm interested to see how that plays out into when I hit tricep overhead movements, so I'll keep you posted, but I'll show you my other side of these. So this right here is set number 3 of dumbbell tricep extensions. I'm actually gonna face you for these. Definitely feeling it a little bit in my elbow, but it's less of a pain than it usually is. I also took some time to release some of my neck muscles real quick and my bicep. So I held the dumbbell and then kind of lightly opened things up, and it really changed the way I'm able to extend overhead and keep the tension less in my elbow and more into that tricep. So this is set number 3. Hopefully we see that difference. I'm working with 35-pound dumbbell, aiming for 12 reps here, and then I'll show you my next exercise. Usually I can hold the bottom of that rep for like 2 seconds with 35 pounds. So I don't know if it's like that hex press or just, I don't know, the difference in training today, but that felt like it was hardly moving. Oh my gosh. So that was set number 3. I'll show you my next exercise here. So next up here is going to be a bench dip, but with my feet elevated. So I get more range of motion at the bottom. Jeez Louise, these burn. So I have 3 sets to failure. I'm just going to show you set number 2 here. And that's pretty much it for the day. So a good deal of biceps, triceps, chest, and some bench. So I'm loving being able to still stick to my power building style of training at this point within the beginning of prep at least. So hopefully for the next at least 4 to 6 weeks. So anyway, this is set number 2. Well, that was pretty humbling. I had gotten 12 on my first set, that was 8. So hopefully I can do another 8 on this last set. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the day. Hopefully you enjoyed this workout vlog. If you did, please let me know. It's my first time hitting it, so I'm even learning the movements a little bit. But I'm excited to really get on top of food starting tomorrow for prep. And this is day 1 of training for my first program of prep. It's gonna be like, what, 21, 22 weeks? Looking at a qualifier show October 26th, and then Ben Leader 2 weeks later. So lots of good things to come.